make hunger come off for your eye, make you see road, but your account fit collapse. Let the good guy rest in peace. Then the troll says, he pastes his account details and says, send me, make my account collapse. Now waiting, I don't define since be that safe.
Such a hungry troll.
And then Chike sends him the 1 million. And publishes his name and his details in the receipt. So Chike sends the 1 million to him and then says, I know say now hunger boy, oya eat. So that's what.
So I was this mix of climax, anticlimax, climax, anticlimax, climax.
It would seem like some people are angry at Chike. Like, why would you?
So it would also mean that Chike didn't take it personal. The whole thing about Mohbad making him, because I don't know how that would have transcended into going into my app and sending you 1 million naira, not 100K.
To an annoying troll.
To an annoying, unknown, mannerless troll.
Really? So that's what's got people talking. Like, you shouldn't have bothered giving this guy 1 whole million. Like.
Well, we process emotions differently. So people were probably thinking that it was disrespect, and it is disrespect on the part of the troll,
right? To
have tried to, rile Chike
up in that way, right?
But I did not know how that swirl of emotions segued into Chike eventually sending him 1 million naira.
So
how did it culminate into?
I would say that Chike didn't want to not send him the money so that the guy doesn't go ahead and say Chike is broke. He doesn't. You know now, like, I mean, this guy came for him just like that without any provocation. So Chike perhaps didn't want to leave a situation where the guy would be like, after all, I talk you broke, you don't have money.
But a lot of them have said that to other artists, and they turned a blind eye to it, a deaf ear to it. Now you Sabi,
Chike
come on.
Doesn't get into scuffles like this. I've never seen him involved in anything like this before, and he comes across as this soft guy.
So it comes back to what I was saying earlier about how people process information. I do not think that Chike did that for any form of validation. No, Chike is way bigger.
To kill that. I mean, what can this troll be saying?
People have said that people who they featured on, it's not new,
right?
To say that people who they featured on songs made them. We've heard it at different times with different artists, and they probably engaged the troll for a beat, just dropped maybe a line afterwards, and moved on.
But that was not what happened here.
So that's what I'm saying. How did this culminate into me having to go into my bank app to send you 1 million naira? You could have said, I don't have money and blah, blah, blah. And I'll just be like, deal with your frustration and blah, blah, blah. And end it there.
Right.
And end it there. And then everybody just moves, I
think he just chose that way to douse the situation. Belittle the guy and then still do good in the process of shutting him up,
Different ways that we process.
I would have loved it if the guy had capitulated and said, Baba, I take it back, But the guy kind of won because he got away with insulting Chike.
So we're saying the same.
We're really got away with 1 million.
So we're still saying the same thing, and I do not want to make any conclusions because I do not know how Chike's mind processes.
That, right?
Yeah, his mind process really goes. But if we look at the normal way that people will respond to situations like this, that conversation just ends and everybody just goes on. It gets lost into other things.
Of things other things.
Some other people just come and say their own and maybe curse on the troll, and then Chike just keeps quiet and sneaks away, and then people on Twitter starts. That's how those.
He was just being the bigger person.
In these hard times, it's easy to just.
After all, it's 1 million. I mean, it's Chike we're talking about. Chike, 1 million is. Chike is a
Let's
big
not
dog.
be. You know me, no.
The guy does not deserve it.
You know me, no.
But that's why I think he was just trying to.
I don't know.
Like,
in these hard times, what's her name? Funke Akindele also gifted Destiny Atiko 1 million naira as she celebrates her birthday.
Nice.
So it'd be like, say, for those people in that, class, 1 million naira be like.
It's not a lot of money after all.
Anyway.
Okay, so shall we move to Prophet Jeremiah?
There's an update. What's the update now?
So it's not really much of an update. It's just that he has turned his attention away from very dark man who had been on his whole issue of him selling miracle water, miracle soap, miracle lights. There's hardly anything the guy is not selling. The prophet is selling miracle fish, miracle hook, miracle what, like everything. So there's this other pastor who's based in Akwa Ibom. His name is Abel Damina. And I've watched more than one of his sermons, videos, at least short excerpts that are posted on social media.
Okay.
And he seems to pick holes in some of the things that some other men of God do. There was this particular video I watched where he was questioning a story that was told by Ibiome. I think that's his name.
David Ibiome also.
Yes. There was a video where the Pastor David guy had said that God told him to sow, was it 1 million when he was still struggling in his life, and then since then God has started blessing him. He got blah blah blah.
Yeah, I saw that story.
So this pastor Abel picked holes in that story and said he was saying things like God does not act like that. Basically, people should not categorize God like he's some vengeful person who only gives you when you give him. You know, so he had his own take on the whole thing that's going on with Prophet Jeremiah. We're going to put the video up on Facebook, Splash FM 1055 Live. The Prophet Jeremiah was talking about the pastor Damina guy, and within the video he played what the pastor said. So I'll just have us listen. Or
a life message to you. Listen to me carefully. Now come and listen to this what Damina is saying.